Once more I return to Birth of the Empires. And specifically, I return
The Omega Alliance.
to finally do a run with the Omega Alliance. Alright, before you continue, I'll note that this is actually going to be my favorite playlist I'm actually going to have for, Birth of the Empires here. I actually already have, one with the Cartare Invaders, as well as another one for the Heyoun Trade Union. I'll note that if, you've never seen this game before, check out my, playlist for, Cartare Invaders. It's a little bit more newbie-friendly, and, I do a lot more to basically explain about the game's mechanics and stuff like that. But other than that, let's just get to it, shall we? Now, I'll note that compared to the other, settings basically I had before, I'm actually going to change things up a little bit more around for the Mega Alliance here, just to keep things fresh a little bit. I'll note that for our players, obviously we've had 25 width and 15 height, as well as a start density of 25 and normal difficulty and everything else such. I think this time around we're going to change things a little bit more. So instead of having a rectangular galaxy like this, I thought about maybe putting it up to be more of a square. So 20 by 20. And I'm actually going to put the start density maybe up to 35 or up to 30, I guess. And I'm going to put the anomaly density up here over maybe to 20. So I'll have a lot more anomalies basically present in this galaxy. I'm also going to put the difficulty up to maybe higher, I think, this time around, and we'll set our minimum numbers to be 4. And just to show it off, we're going to have maximum number of times when major joint forces up to be 1, so you can see what that's all about. Anyhow, let's get to it. Alright then, so I basically started over here in the side of the map, so very different from the Cartare Invaders and the Heyoun Trade Union, but based on the same side based on the map as before. Now, not because we have 4 systems to interact with. I basically have as you see, 4 different systems I can see right now. And I'm gonna send my shed here over to the Heyoun over here, which is basically if you know who the Edo basically were in Birth of the Federation, these are basically they're very similar race basically for Birth of the Empires here. I'll have this cap maybe go over to Illyria, I think, right now. And inside my Omega Alpha system will be buy a colony ship for 600 credits. Note that's a lot more expensive than the Heyoun, but these guys basically are a lot more slow to develop, I guess, compared to the Heyoun, so that's just a thing for them. We'll drop this down for a turn and put this up over here. And I'll note that unlike before, we're going to basically aim to get our construction tech up as fast as possible, so we'll get that going first. And let's jump to it, shall we? Alright, so here's the Ely. We're just going to hail to him because, my colony ship can't actually do anything else besides that.
An alien culture has been encountered.
Alright, so here's the Ely. Now, these guys basically have access to, the Palace of Alien, as well as their, Alien Guard class, so, they have, their, god being, a huge starbase type of thing. So, there's the, Ely right there. Now, note by the way that, I could try, attacking this at some point in the future, but it'll take a while to basically go through that, station, so what we basically want to do right now with these guys, I built this colony ship so I can basically start, terraforming their systems there a little bit. So, we can basically get, them to like me a little bit more. That's a nice system up here. We'll send my, check class up here, I think, to, check that out a little bit.
Affirmative.
Up here we got ourselves our first, anomaly, apparently. So here's a gravimetric distortion. Basically, causes hull damage to the ships to go through it, so we'll avoid that, I guess, for now. Over here in Omega Alpha, I guess we're going to start, building some stuff here, and I'm going to start with, some science fountains, I think, first, so we basically get our weak science, basically, output out of the way. And let's just go for 5 of them to start out with right now. Yeah, we'll basically take a couple of turns to start building them up, so that's fine. Now, each turn we have to basically do this with the Ely, but we're just going to hail him. And they're just gonna, they're gonna do nothing basically, each turn, but it's fine. Now, if I want to, I could offer my friendship treaty, so I don't have to do that every single time. But they won't actually attack me. I don't think, outright. So I should be fine to leave my guy there and really, just be good as is.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
I think we're just gonna terraform all these planets right away. I may want to terraform that F-class planet down there as well for Directrum as well as the Titanium.
Terraforming has been completed. We have news from the diplomat.
Alright, awesome. So they offered me a friendship treaty. Now, I'll note that with the Omega Alliance, the thing about my faction here is I'm actually really bad about diplomatic relationships with people, but it is worth it to be able to trade people if I want to, so sure, we'll accept this. This will also mean that we don't have to basically, see each and every turn where this guy will be fight me, fight me, fight me. So we don't have to worry about that anymore, I don't think.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Oh, that's a nice one up there. Alright, so I definitely see some good plants around me, which is nice to see.
Affirmative.
You want to have lots of nice plants around the Omega Alliance, because these guys are, very slow to develop, so you always want to find a really good stuff to develop with them.
Terraforming has been completed.
Alright, so we accept our friendship with them, which means you no longer have to worry about, the thing declaring, battle each time. But yeah, note that basically because we got a friendship treaty with them, we actually lost morale in our systems here, so the Omega Alliance now has basically, 3 less morale as a result of that. We can get our morale back up fairly easy of the Omega Alliance eventually, but, we have to basically get some research done for it first, and, that'll take some time to do.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Now, I don't have anything to trade with right now because I don't have the population for it, but eventually we'll start trading with these guys as well.
Terraforming has been completed.
Oh wow, they're offering an alliance right away.
Diplomat.
I'll take that for sure. Now, note by the way, with the alliance, by the way, we do actually like alliances, so that's nice to see. And there's Regis over here, so it's nice to see as well. We got some nice miners around apparently. This will be a very good game, I think.
Designate a planet for terraforming. An alien culture has been encountered.
Alright, so there we go. We got ourselves another very nice mine to basically have around us. There's the Rajans. I guess those guys are similar to the Orions basically. But whatever. And yeah, look, so we basically got alliance to the Ely, we basically got +1 morale for that, so that helps out a little bit. Yeah, these guys over here.
Affirmative.
They got a very small planet over here, apparently, but that's fine. And yeah, I could offer them friendship or something like that, but I think at this point we're just going to hold off on that, because, I'm going to kill them morale, but not careful. And I want to be very careful with the Omega Alliance and morale, because, it will go, very fast, very down if you're not careful, allying with people, left and right, or, rather doing trade agreements with them left and right. But whatever. Got this planet over here apparently, but oh well. I'll get to that eventually.
Affirmative.
I'm gonna go down here and I'll have a look at these systems here first.
Affirmative.
We'll see what's basically next to my systems here. And slowly it's science is basically going up and up and up, so that's nice to see.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
Boom! So there's the industrial centers out of the way. I'll note that after I get construction tech, I want to basically aim for biotech, so we basically get access to our better food production facilities, so that's my next aim right there. And there we go, we got stuff enough for a trade route, so we'll start doing that right now. We'll trade the Ely. Alright, so we have some fairly interesting systems around me. This one's kind of weak to, be next to, but, this one's okay. It's got, some food there right there, so grow a little bit faster. Nice little drain bonus in that one as well.
Affirmative.
Let's get this guy to go over here, I think.
Affirmative.
See what we can find.
We have news from the diplomat.
Another friendship treaty, but it's fine. We'll take it, I guess. If they offer, I'll take it. But, you know, I won't actually go offering stuff with the Omega Alliance because, you know, we're not really into diplomacy and such.
Affirmative.
We'll accept diplomacy occasionally, but, you know, whatever. Alright, let's see here. Building a Czech classic, again, cost me quite a bit to get, so... I think we'll take a couple turns to basically build an industrial center over here, maybe? That sounds like a good idea. You're still developing that over there.
Affirmative.
Let's have you walk your way over there, I think, Mr. Ship. And yeah, like, you know, down there, -3, so... Morale negative, or morale's not, like, you know, below 100, so not great, but whatever. We can get this up eventually, but, you know, we have to research stuff for it, so we'll get there soon. Alright, that's done. Let's buy ourselves a ship, again. So 600 credits basically build that up, you know, for the most part. Let's just do this over here. I might be able to get that up in the next turn, which is nice, so biotech will be out of the way soon.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
Glad to see that. Now, after I basically get this, I want to basically get energy tech, because we basically get access to the Tetron 4C processing plant. That's my first morale building, which is why I like, you know, went up, like, you know, this way instead of like the propulsion, so we'll basically get that out of the way and, like, you know, it'll be pretty good. I think I'll send this guy up here to Illyria to start, like, you know, terraforming his planet a little bit faster. That'll be the plan. And over here in the Omega Alpha system, I guess here in the Omega Alpha system, I just want them to sort of, like, you know, chill out and, like, build, like, you know, industrial centers for a little bit, so just build 9 of those for now. Will be a plan. And notice, by the way, that unlike, like, you know, with the Heyoun or the Cartare Invaders, I'm basically going for, like, a different multiple for, like, my buildings now, so we're just going to build, like, my buildings basically in sets of 3, so to speak, so 12, 12, 9, 3. That's basically how we're building stuff up at this point. Now we'll just build, like, you know, these each one more turn, I think, but that'll be fine. So get us out of the way. You're going to help out with this guy over here.
A planet for terraforming.
The faster I get this terraformed, the faster I can colonize it, right? So that's what I'm aiming to do.
Affirmative.
And yeah, because, like, you know, we're playing up a more populated, like, universe, notice that, like, you know, there's, like, planets all over the place at this point in this one, which is nice.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
Alright, there's my processing plant. I want to build that very soon, but, you know, we'll get to it when we get to it. I think the next thing I want to go for now is, trying to think. It might be propulsion I want to go for next, I guess, because it basically gives me access to, like, you know, titanium mines and, like, you know, shipyards and stuff like that, so let's get that going, I think. I'll still build these up, I think, this stuff over here, but, you know, we'll just hold off doing it right now, so let's get access to a plasma reactor, I think, right now, so let's build a couple of these right now.
Terraforming has been completed. We have news from the diplomat.
Alright, the cooperation is interesting from you, but, I think we're just going to hold off on this because it'll really kill my, like, you know, my production rates to get that going, I think, so we'll just hold off on that. You're going to go down here to them and help them terraform their system. You are just going to quickly, like, you know, colonize right here.
Mission is underway.
I know with the Mega Alliance is all about, like, determining, like, when it's worth it to, like, accept trees and stuff like that, and, like, when it's not to. I'll note that with, like, this guy, I don't want to basically grab, like, his cooperation, because, like, I'm not going to be able to, like, get ships going around anywhere from this guy, and, like, I'd rather just get an alliance with these guys when we get around to it, so that'll be what I'm going to aim for down the road.
This system is now part of the Omega Alliance.
Alright, so there we go.
An alien culture has been encountered.
And there's, like, another person here, the Alubites. They got themselves a nice little system over there. Nice. Alright, let's have you go down here, I think.
Affirmative.
And we build our colony here, so let's start building this guy up. So we'll start off with basically, like, primitive touch-run refinery here. Maybe, like, 4 of them. Will be the plan. I actually only need 1 to start building up stuff, I guess. That's fine. I guess we'll start building this up as well. I want to get this, like, out of the way as fast as possible, because basically this will increase my, like, morale by a lot, so... Get done 5 turns. Perfect.
Terraforming has been completed.
Ooh, excellent. So we terraform, like, one of the planets here.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Let's go terraform another one of his planets.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Terraforming has been completed.
And there we go. We terraform another planet.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Let's aim for the smaller planet, I think, at this point.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
We'll aim for this planet first, because, these guys can always, like, terraform their own planets, like, by the way, so I'll aim for, like, the ones they, like, are smaller to get them done faster. Let's just see here. We'll build 4 of these, I think, here at this point. And that'll be done in a turn, I guess. Alright, so the Tetra 4C processing plant is basically like my first morale building. So I'll start to get my morale basically back up at this point, which is nice. And while we're at, we're just going to, like, pump out a couple more of these industrial centers, I think. Just because I can. Now, no by the way, the Tetron, like, processing plant is actually a really awesome, like, thing to basically have. And I'll note that I, like, look at it right now. This basically provides a little bit of food and a little bit of credits, and it gives, like, that plus 1 morale, so it's always perfect to, like, build this, like, right away with the Mega Alliance, so that's why I basically aim, like, to try and, like, get this, up as fast as possible. For that reason. I think after I build these 2, I'll build, like, another one of the, tech classes for, like, the future, but whatever.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
Alright, so there's propulsion-based research right here. Let's aim to get basic computer tech next, I guess, over here, so we'll get this out of the way. That'll give me access to just the titanium distribution facility, but whatever, it's fine. You're over here, it's fine, you can sit there for now. And wow, I'm getting lots of money at this point, apparently, so... Let's just buy another ship right away. For 600 credits. So there we go, we got ourselves a new colony ship. I go help these guys terraform their system, but, they only got the 1 planet, so it doesn't really help me out over there, I guess. I guess we'll go over here to Ely and help them out a little bit more of this guy. And let's go over here and aim to, like, you know, get this going and get this going as well. So there we go. We'll just pump these out real fast. The upgrades and such.
We have news from the diplomat.
That's what I want to see, so Alliance. We'll take that for sure. I haven't even started training these guys yet, but I'm good with allying them right away, so we'll take that when I get the chance to. And you guys are just going to help over here.
Planet for terraforming.
So great, we'll get this done 4 turns for this guy right here. And there we go, we got enough for a trade route, so let's drop this down on this guy. There we go, we're trading both these guys now. And yeah, note that these guys are getting like high acceptance now of me as like, you know, as well as high morale, so they're liking me a lot, these guys.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
And that's done.
Terraforming has been completed.
We'll basically aim to get this out of the way, and then we'll have our access to our first, like, you know, Starfighter type of ship, the fighter. One more.
A planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
I'll probably send our colony ship when I get the chance to, like, to go over here, but, you know, that won't happen just right away. Let's buy this over here. You know, I could probably go over here to, like, you know, check these guys out at some point. That'll be nice to do. Oh, okay, so we only get up to, like, you know, over here, I guess, so... Not perfect, but well. I can send someone over here, I guess, as well for colonizing, so that's nice to see. Alright, over here in this system, by the way, these guys are getting their population up pretty fast, so... I want to start building up some plasma reactors, I think, over here. And I want at least 3 of them. You guys have done your upgrades, so that's nice. Let's get upgrading this next, and then we'll build that after. And let's do this for now.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
Now, you'll probably be looking at this fighter and being like, it's just a simple fighter. But this is actually a really powerful fighter that, like, the Mega Alliance basically has over here. And this thing's actually, like, you know, shall we say, this thing's actually pretty damn overpowered for, like, what it can do. It has huge torpedo damage, this guy here, as well as very powerful beam weapons, so... This guy can actually tear apart, like, a lot of, like, the enemy, like, you know, ships they'll basically come across.
Have a new technology for us.
And yeah, special research assignment is also out of the way. Ooh, I got this right away. I don't usually aim for, like, a special research... I don't usually get, like, this, like, you know, with the Omega Alliance, the first special research they have, but, you know, this is always good to see, like, you know, at the start, so let's get that right away. And the retro is basically coming up at this point, so that's great to see. We'll build ourselves one shipyard over here, I guess, at this point. Yeah, we're starting to get to a point where, like, you know, this guy's overpopulating, but that's fine. That's just going to happen with him, unfortunately. I'm trying to get myself the director refinery over here, but, you know, it's not the most important thing to get right now. Really want to get this, actually for most parts, so... Let's upgrade our titanium here, I guess, producing facilities. And we'll start aiming for this right now. Alright, well, let's basically build these in 3 turns. energy storage over here in Omega, apparently. So we'll just have to build up another plasma reactor for my shipyard. I actually could pump out like a ship class if I want to right now, but we'll build up this like, energy for it first. And I guess we're over here in the other sector, that's fine. These guys are just going to build up, I think, like, a little bit more like titanium for a moment, so we'll get that going right now. Perfect, just get that done in 2 turns. And these guys over here will power us up. And now I can build a check class in like 2 turns now with this guy, so pretty decent. I'll note, by the way, if you get like enough industrial centers in like Omega Alpha, you can easily pump out a bunch of like, check classes like left and right basically over here, so it can be really worth it to like, just like, get this guy up as fast as possible, like, that sort of thing if you want to. Maybe I'll just do that right now. Let's build a few more of these right here. Alright, these guys have like, another titanium here, so put that there. Get my titanium up a little bit now. And let's just build this up right now, I guess, over here for this guy. Alright, perfect. So, Omega Alpha now has basically access to 21 of these, like, industrial centers. Let's pop this out right now, I think. So we'll upgrade that, now have a little more food, basically. And, yeah, we can basically pop out, like, check classes pretty fast if I want to over here with these guys. So I think I'm going to want to get this up first, so we'll get that up first now, the upgrade for this thing. I don't think colonizing is important like in the early game, but for the Omega Alliance, they're basically all about like, developing their home sector really fast, and then like, exploding up basically that way, so these guys are like the slow start basically in this game, like, the Omega Alliance, but whatever.
Terraforming has been completed.
Alright, perfect, so this is done. So these guys must just like, love me, so they're devoted, that's great to see. And they're devoted as well.
Affirmative.
Let's have these guys go up here to Illyria.
Affirmative.
Actually, you know what? Let's have these guys go directly up to Akrib, because, like, I don't want someone calling in this, I'm not careful, because, there could always be, like, someone up in this direction, so gotta watch out for that. Alright, perfect. We got our science fountains basically out of the way over here. And you know what? Let's build so like, this is our check class over here, I guess, to get out of the way, so we'll get that. Alright, perfect. These guys upgrade their thing here. Over here, like the Illyrians, I think I just want them to build a direct refinery right away, so I start pumping out ships over here as well, but I also want to get this built as well. Decisions, that's what this guy is basically all about, all over here, basically. What to do and when. Let's get this upgrade, I guess, right away. Pump this up a little bit. Okay, we built a colony ship over here in Omega, so this guy can go over here.
Affirmative.
And I guess we want to build a few, like, deterrent refineries over here at this point, so let's start getting those out of the way. Alright, perfect. We got the, oh, we just upgrade our refineries over here. Okay, so that's fine. Alright, I can build this now if I want to, so we'll start building it. The Tetron refinery, for a processing plant, rather. And this will basically help with like this like small citizens morale over here as well, so worth doing for that type of thing.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
These guys are just going to quickly, like, terraform the stuff over here.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
Not the last one.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
There, let's get that out of the way.
Terraforming has been completed.
There's one terraform planet.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Terraforming has been completed.
Alright, so there we go. We basically terraformed this planet and that planet right away.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
I think we're going to try and terraform everything in here real fast because, like, I got 4 ships and, I'll probably rip through that pretty fast if I'm, like, lucky, so why not? This guy's got the 2 refineries basically up now, so that's nice. And let's just see here. I'll have to build a barracks at some point, so we might as well get that out of the way. And we'll get this out of the way as well, the Russian refinery for more, like, deuterium. We're all busy. Hey, look at that, we finished our special research assignment, so we now have, like, a boost to, like, research and construction weapons research. And I guess the next thing I really want to do is basically get, like, propulsion up to, like, level 2, I guess, so yeah, we'll get this up to level 2. Just so I can, like, expand my, like, vision range of my ships here and such. And let's just see here. Over here in Omega Alpha, I'm actually very tempted to build a bunch of these ships right now, so we're just going to build a few more chest class from there, I think, just get them out of the way. We still got a few turns basically on this, apparently.
Terraforming has been completed.
Here, there's a colony ship. You can just go right up to here, I guess.
Affirmative.
Get this underway.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
See, I get that done in 4 turns. That'll be just perfect, I think. And the colony ship's going to go up here to Illyria.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Now, I think at this point, I want to basically try and, like, get, like, maybe these guys to like me a little bit more, so we'll basically go over to Luvites and maybe, like, hey, you want to be my friend? Here's some money. And maybe they'll be, like, more friendly to me as a result of that.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
Alright, there's propulsion 2. I'll basically aim for the engineering, like, construction tech here to next, I guess, for, like, the uranium refineries.
Affirmative.
You can go right there. Alright, these guys can go up to
Affirmative.
here. I think over here in Illyria, we basically want these guys to focus on building up, like, a direct refinery, maybe a shipyard at some point. Might be an idea. We'll get this first, I guess, so they can just get out of the way. There's a little system down there.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Terraforming has been completed.
Alright, so yeah, they like me a little bit more.
Diplomat.
They offer me a trade agreement, I'll take that from them. Just a little basic something to start making like me a little bit more, those guys. At some point, I will be, like, invading people, but, early on the Omega Alliance, it's not really my thing, so we're just going to be friendly to people as I can. You can go down to... Now let's go here.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Get that out of the way. Oh, look at that. So this is done over here. Let's have these guys basically colonize it right now.
Colonization is underway.
Affirmative.
You guys can just make your way over here.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
This system is now part of the Omega Alliance.
So I got myself a nice big system over here. Akreb. So 80 billion population limit on this guy. That'll be an awesome system basically for like, you know, science or something like that, I think, or troop production or stuff like that. They also have crystals here, which is nice to see, so might be a crystal like boost in the area in the future. Let's get this going here. The only thing that's problematic about this system is it's got no food, so I'm gonna need a lot of, like, you know, of these right away, so just build 10 of those right away. That's all I want them to do. And I guess I gotta get these guys to trade with, like, the Lubites, so why not? Trade with them. You can help out over here.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Get that done in 4 turns.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
There's my Duranium mines, which is nice to see, so be able to make good use of those. And I guess at this point I want to basically aim for energy tech and computer tech at this point, so I can basically get access to my intelligence center, so where is it at? Well, let's go with this first, I think. Computers I know you need for it. Let's get that out of the way.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Everyone terraform this right now.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
Get that out of the way. I plan on just doing like just regular trade goods over here in Omega Alpha, so whoops. Let's build some Duranium mines, because they're useful. Get those out of the way. Ooh, Spica. Another easily colonized area.
Affirmative.
Alright, that's my direction refined done in Illyria, so now I can build, like, you know, ships here if I want to. Let's see here. I'll separate this a little bit now.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
There's my continuum scanner.
Terraforming has been completed.
Now, because I got this basically up to level 2, I just need to get, like, you know, something else for the Intel Center and its parents' weapons, so we'll get that for my Intel Centers. Get those basically, like, you know, ready to go if we need them.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
Let's see here. You.
Colonization is underway.
Good job. Do that. Be nice.
This system is now part.
Alright, so there's Axton basically colonized. These guys at least have a little bit of food on them, so they're not going to, like, you know, starve right away, so I don't need to go, like, crazy with the food right away, I think, but, you know, we'll build at least, like, you know, 4 of us right here for them. Put that there. Now, I'll note that with, like, the Omega Alliance compared to, like, say, the Heyoun or the Cartare, these guys are actually really, really bad at, like, you know, food production, and they're actually not that great at research either, but, you know, the thing about them is that, like, you know, basically, like, you know, we have to build extra structures basically for food and research space to get them anywhere in the early game. And I'll note that these guys are very much a slow starter basically for, like, what they do, but they get really strong once they basically start up, so we're not strong just yet after, like, 6 turns, but, you know, we're getting stronger pretty fast. Uh-oh. Let's avoid that, just in case there's someone there. Oh, you know what? I see a 2 here. I think this might be the Coalition. So, we got the Coalition nearby.
Affirmative.
Let's just go around them a little bit, I guess, if possible. And there we go. We got the Omega Alliance basically doing its thing. Oh, this got Sputnik here, apparently.
Affirmative.
Let's go say hi to Sputnik, I guess. Alright, cool, we got the uranium mines over here. Note by the way, the Mega Alliance actually has a bonus to like get uranium, so we'll be able to produce like, ships of uranium like, very easily over here, early on. Let's see here. I'm tempted to set this up right now just in case I need it, but uranium hull armor for my Rush Fire here. He's gonna have some shields, I guess. He's got that stuff already, apparently, so we'll set this guy up. And I know by the Rush Fire basically takes a lot to build, but I mean, once basically you can build him, he's just awesome to have around, so that's cool. Let's see here. Let's just build a Shek class for a moment.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
Okay, there's the Intel centers.
Terraforming has been completed.
The 222-211, so let's get this up next. Get my solar panels and minefields and stuff like that.
Affirmative.
Well, we didn't say hi to Coalition just yet, so that'll be off, in the future, I guess.
Colonization is underway.
Yes, colonize that for me. Alright, these guys here, let's just get them to go
Affirmative.
this way for now.
Affirmative. Affirmative.
We're just going to do this, I think. And I gotta, get over here a little bit. There we go, we colonize new planets in the Illyria system. Build a construction ship. Axon's just over here doing its thing, so that's nice. I guess I just want to build a bunch of industrial centers here right now, so just build 4 of these right here. And that'll be just fine. I got enough to build one race fire, so let's start building this guy over here, I guess. It'll basically take me 9 turns to build this guy, but he'll be worth it to have around for, possible, combat operations and such. There's Heracus, apparently.
Affirmative.
Get you up to here.
Affirmative. Affirmative. Affirmative.
We'll start basically helping this guy out with his colonization, I guess, so that's nice. Oh, Illyria isn't doing anything, so... let's get this going over here with this guy, and we'll build a shipyard. We'll be the plan of him. And I'll start planning on maybe some ships from Illyria when I get the chance to. You.
Affirmative.
Go there. And it's actually at that point where I want to try and get this guy to join me if I can, so... let's offer you membership, see if you take it or not. And I'll offer you membership. They might take it, they might not, we'll basically see. Uh-oh. Oh, that's not great to see. I lost a lot of, influence with this guy, unfortunately, so... that's not great. Let's gift him, I guess. Might still be able to get this guy to like me a little bit more, but we'll see in the future.
Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming. Designate a planet for terraforming.
Try and get that done as fast as possible.
Designate a planet for terraforming.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
And there we go, we basically have this stuff done.
We have news from the diplomat.
Alright, awesome. So these guys both join me, so we now have both of those guys basically in my, like, thing there. Let's just prop this up to 100%. Akira's apparently done its, like, basic, production stuff here, which is nice. I'll get these guys to start producing, like, some simple stuff. Like this. Now, because these basically join me, these guys are now part of my empire. I'll immediately want to get myself a space dock over here. And then these guys just, like, put up an automatic farm, for example, and then, like, this and this. And then we'll go over to Elias and do the same thing, so... Let's get that going over here. Oh, I don't like the fact that they have so little food, these guys. That's going to take some nutrient this guy right away, because, he's going to be starving very quickly. The thing, by the way, is, like, with, like, the Ela here, they probably were actually able to feed themselves with, like, this 9, like, food production facilities, but when they basically have, like, they join me, they basically have, like, a mouse applied to their food production, so they're, like, producing food slower now. So that's basically happening for them.
Affirmative.
Let's get you over here. And you still don't like me all that much, but whatever, you're still trading with me, which is nice. Here's some more money. They're not cooperative, but at least they're trading with me still, so I'm happy with that. Just keep trading with me, that's all I want. Alright, Ely here. I just want these guys to build a bunch of farms, I think, so... Just build 9 of those, I guess. Yeah, now we'll be doing quite well, I think.
There is an Omega Alliance scientific breakthrough.
And there we go, we ourselves are, like, morale troopers at least, so there's the drawn trooper. Gives them morale value 2 when you basically have them around. And our starbase is now available. I also have access to these things. Those are just basically my, like, equivalent to, like, replicators, this thing over here, the Tetron 4 automatic facility, so... Pretty nice.
Scientists of the Omega Alliance have a new technology for us.
Nice. I can basically do economy stuff here, apparently, so... Not bad, but we're not going to aim for it just yet. Alright, so at this point, I basically have, like, research levels to 2 for everything here. I turned 74. We basically started to, like, build, like, a small little, like, armada, basically, of, like, of planets here. It's not really too great for the Mega Alliance, but, This is actually a really decent start for the Mega Alliance, by the way, because, like, we basically have, like, a good, powerful system right here. I'm actually at 2 Mars to join me right away as well. These guys are being, like, a bit of an issue, but where it's fine. We'll see how it goes. But I think we're just going to call it quits here. So that's the first game for, like, the Mega Alliance, like, redux, shall we say. And since I'm basically in here to do it, let's just get this out of the way as well. So, delete, delete. Just delete all this, like, stuff I don't really need anymore. We're not playing at the Heyoun trading anymore, so we'll just get rid of this stuff. And one more. So I'll be hoping for good things from this, like, playthrough, but we'll see how it goes. But for now, take care.